Hey, what is up guys, this is Tito back with another video on the Redmi Note 3, and today I'm going to show you the PixelExperience ROM based on Android Pie, which is the 10th November 2018 build. And a lot of you guys have been asking me how is the ROM, how is everything holding up, so let me just talk about it. So first thing that you will notice is second SIM VoLTE is working super fine over here, and you get this device is VoLTE capable notification all the time. So if you're using a VoLTE SIM, this is maybe a good thing, because VoLTE is working. But on the other hand, this looks a little bit annoying, and even in the lock screen, let me just show you, it stays there. As you can see, this is the VoLTE notification, and even if you tap on it, it says this notifications can't be turned off. So yeah, that's a downside in my opinion. And in the lock screen, of course, you have the time, the date and the weather stuff, and over here it shows the fingerprint scanner stuff. So as you can see, the fingerprint scanner speed is fine in my opinion. So as you just saw, fingerprint scanner speed is fine. Let me just show you the quick toggles. Here are the quick toggles. Night light is there and works just fine. Hotspot is there, and if you just go into the settings, you have the 5 GHz hotspot stuff, so you don't need to worry about hotspot. And in terms of stock camera, let me just show you. Here is the stock camera. Of course, this is a really old basic Google camera, but if you talk about the latest Google camera, well, this is the Pixel 3 camera which I am running. I'll link it in the description box below. But over here, taking normal photos are fine, and even if you want to take HDR plus pictures, you can definitely do that. But the thing is, inside portrait mode, if you click a portrait selfie, let me just show you. So it has a little bit of green tint, as you can see over here. So the portrait selfie has a green tint. So if you want the portrait mode to be working with Google camera, use the old GC Mod 5, which I'll link below in the description too. So don't worry, just use the Google camera, which is the old version, so that you can get normal portrait pictures instead of this greenish tint. But taking even the normal selfies comes up green, as you can see from here. So this is a bit annoying. Let me just switch to the back camera and take a normal picture. But as you can see, the back camera takes normal pictures. It doesn't have the greenish tint. So that is pretty much it regarding this latest Pixel 3 Google camera. And in terms of the night light, let me just show you. The night light is actually working fine in the Redmi Note 3, which is really good. And over here, let me show you the samples. Here is the picture without night sight, and here is the picture with night sight. So as you can see, the difference is huge. So in my opinion, night sight is working super fine. But if you need the selfies or the portrait selfies, just use the old GC Mod 5 camera. So that is all regarding the camera. Let me just show you the other things. Over here, as the stock launcher, we have the Google Pixel launcher, of course, and it has, like, if you swipe up a little bit, it's gonna give you the recents panel, and if you swipe up all the way, it's gonna give you the app drawer, of course. And the app open up speeds and stuff are super fine in my opinion. You don't need to worry about app open ups, but yeah, there is a bit of lag, but this is an old device, so we can't complain much. Let me just show you by opening multiple apps. So as you can see, I have opened multiple apps, and let me just open any of them. So as you can see, most of the apps are in the background, so you don't need to worry about the memory management. I think the memory management is super fine. Now let's talk about the recents panel. And over here, if you want to switch to split screen and stuff, you can just tap on the icon and you get this split screen and app info option of Android Pie. Of course, this is pure stock Android Pie. You don't get any customizations at all. So yeah, that's how it is. And this is one of the best Android Pie ROMs you can get for your Redmi Note 3 pretty much. And Google Pay, well, the Google Play actually was not working right after flashing the ROM. But the thing is, if you go into the Play Services settings or app info, then if you go to the permission, then disable the phone and SMS app permission, then just set up the Google Pay, it should be working super fine. So yeah, that's how it is. Google Play now works super fine, you don't need to worry. And again, let's go into settings, then system, about phone, Android version. Of course, Android version shows as 9 Pie. So over here, as you can see, we have the Android Pie Easter egg. Let's go back. We have the latest November 5th 2018 security patch, and here is the stock kernel version which says Lineage OS kernel. So this is the build number. So over here, as you can see, this is the 10th November 2018 build. And let's go back. In terms of gestures, what I'm disappointed about, that you can't get or you don't get the Android Pie navigation panel over here, because the Redmi Note 3 has 16:9 display, and by default on stock Android you don't get the software buttons, but the hardware buttons are working super fine, you don't need to worry. But if you don't get the swipe up home gesture or something, so yeah, that's how it is, you just get it on the launcher. Let's go into system again. Inside buttons, let me just show you, we have the button backlight customization. You have the long press to search assistant of the home button and double tap action, and even the recents button short press action and long press action is there. So yeah, that's how it is. Let's go back, and you have to enable developer option by tapping on the build number multiple times if you want to get this USB configuration option. So keep that in mind if you're flashing this ROM. In terms of battery life, I think this is like good enough. It will definitely give you 4 hours of screen on time, max to max, you don't need to worry. But yeah, as the device is old, the battery life of 3.5 or 4 hours of screen on time is pretty fine in my opinion. And you can see the battery usage and stuff by tapping on over here. Inside display, let me show you. Night light is there, which I already showed you. We have the auto brightness or adaptive brightness. And you can decrease or increase the display size if you want to, but it takes a bit of time to if you tap on the display size. And over here we have the device theme option, light, dark and stuff. And normal day-to-day performance is super fine, you don't need to worry. This ROM is pretty fast, as you can see in terms of my usage, and even the gaming performance is super fine, you don't need to worry. So yeah, that's how it is. The ROM is pretty usable. If you wanna flash it, maybe flash it. This is a pretty good ROM. If you are talking Android Pie and pure stock Android, of course we do not have any kind of customizations over here. This is just pure stock Android. That is pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Share this video with your friends if you feel like it. That the Redmi Note 3, in spite of being a 3-year-old device, running Android Pie super fine. So yeah, that is pretty cool. This is pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. This is Tito from KDN Tech signing off for today, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.